Okay, I wanted to show you what I did here. So, I went ahead and strapped it to the frame rail right here. Came down, strapped it to the battery, soldered in the black connector, soldered in the red connector, which you can't see, it's under the boot anyway. So, right there, put the fuse in line. So, we're all connected up there. So, now what I have to do is make some light bar mounts, because I'm going to have to run a couple of extra cables back here for positive for the one for the light bar. There's an accessory up front which I'll run the switches, but I'm going to run the light bar back here. I'll ground it up front to the frame because I don't want to junk up his battery too much. So I'm going to get started on manufacturing these frame rails, and I'll show you that process as it goes along. Okay, I made a little template that I've been tracing out here. I'm going to try and make a little mount. Let's see, I've got this marked. That's where we fold it, so, we'll see. I need more light. I need a sander. Alright, let me get my belt sander set up. There you go. Okay, so you can see this is the one of the light mount brackets. That's what I'm making there. So that's going to go on the roof. So I'm going to get this other one bent. And I'm going to bend it the right way, so I'm going to have to make that mark on the other side. So we get that done and get it mocked up, and I'll show you. So as you can see, I cut a little relief in it. Now I'm going to go bend it. I just hope it's straight. That's the hard part, getting it straight. Well, okay, let's get the other one welded up. Oh. And there we go. And guys, I'm an amateur welder, a hobbyist welder, so whatever I'm doing wrong, I guess you'll let me know. Alright, let's grind these suckers flat with the old Harbor Freight special here. Yeah, got a couple little cavitations there. It's alright. You don't see it, it's on the inside. There we go. Another couple little cavitations there. I'll grind that down real quick. But again, this is a light bar. I could take the welder and spot that up, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Okay, take a file. I'm gonna smooth down these edges. Put some relief cuts in here. I'm not even showing you. I'm gonna smooth down these edges and put some relief cuts in here so it'll grab the light bar. Because it's got those little indentations or those little extrusions on them that they make for grabbing the stuff like this. See those little indentations? So it'll help grab it. Anyway, let me get that done. There we go. That ought to be grabby enough for it. So now I'm going to get them cleaned up, get them to paint. Take them to paint in the booth. The booth consists of a tree outside with a coat hanger. Yeah. That's all I really need to be. I don't need to be anything deep or just something to grab. Just kind of keep her from twisting. That one got a little sloppy, doesn't it? There we go. Yeah, that's all it really needs. This is aluminum anyway. That's gonna bite down into, so I'll do the next one. Yeah, got that one a little close to the hole. Yeah, I'm getting out of it. Okay. So I've made these 1 3/4 inch spacers. They're not exactly straight, but they don't have to be. going to drill a hole in the middle of them. These go between the roof and the metal just to keep the roof from collapsing. So you're never going to see them. I'm just going to weld up the two ends, round the edges, and drill a hole in the middle. So nothing fancy, but I thought I'd get it on video. Now if I can figure out what to do with my gloves. And there we go. So here's what the spacers ended up looking like. They're just four 1/8 inch plates that are 2 inches by 1 3/4 inches. Just drilled a hole through them. And the reason I made them so big is so when it sandwiches between the roof and the frame, that there's enough pressure point on it so the light doesn't like flex over the side of it or something like that. So anyway, I'm going to pop this back in and I'll show you where it's at. So here's the bar mounted. Here's the mount that I made. And basically what it does is it pushes through this roof. That spacer is right up under there so it doesn't squish the roof down. Because if it did that, it would look funny and it would pinch the roof. So basically it just goes through there, goes straight through the roof, through my spacer, through the frame on the inside, and just bolts up. Give you a little shot of the inside. There's really not much to see, just a bolt, but yeah. So you can see right there. It just comes on through there and bolts up. Same thing on the other side. I don't know if you can see, but that's it. So now I just got to get them wired up. So I'm going to get working on that and show you how to do that. Okay, so I went ahead and got her finished up. Got hot, got accessory, and got ground. Went ahead and put I had some of that cheap wire loom on it. I didn't really have anything any better. Just to cover up in here. I did use this wire loom here. Did the same thing with put in the hose so it'd make it stiff. Ran it all the way up. Got the wire loom that comes from the cabinet, if you can see it. The new stuff comes in from the cab. Comes all the way down. There's the zip tie. Comes all the way down, goes inside. Nothing special in here. Just a ground and the main power with the fuse to the sound bar there is in there. And this fuse here, one of these fuses for the light bar, one of them's for the interior lights. So basically all I gotta do is put this thing back together at the bottom now. Down here this. But I did get my LED light bar switch in. I think this top portion burned out. I don't know what happened there. It was working. But this is supposed to light up too. There's for the stereo. Turn that off, and then that's the interior light. So that's all there is to it. Hope you enjoyed these videos. Maybe got a couple ideas or something. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification if you want to see future videos. But yeah, I sure do appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to have to clean up this mess now.